If you're wondering which budget tablets for watching movies are worth your money, stick around. After we run through each product, I'll give you my personal take. Would I buy it or would I skip it? No fluff, just my honest opinion. Let's get into it. Lenovo Tab M11. Look, if you want a tablet that won't make you throw it across the room in frustration, this one's actually decent. It's got a sharp 1920x1200 display that makes movies look pretty good, and the quad speakers pump out surprisingly clean audio that doesn't sound like it's coming from a tin can. The MediaTek processor isn't winning any races, but it handles streaming just fine after you get that initial software update, though it might have a little stroke if you try doing too many things at once. Would I buy it? Yes, because it's a solid movie machine that won't break the bank, and those speakers are actually impressive for the price. Lenovo Tab M8 Gen 4. Well, if it isn't the little tablet that kind of tries. The screen brightness is decent at 361 candelas per square meter, but you can kiss HD Netflix goodbye because someone at Lenovo thought Widevine L3 was good enough. The performance is so sluggish it makes a snail look like Usain Bolt. Opening menus feels like you're moving through molasses. Would I buy it? No, because life's too short to wait 5 seconds for Netflix to buffer in standard definition. Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 Lite. This tablet is like that friend who's not the brightest, but tries really hard. It's got a nice 10.4-inch display that gets surprisingly bright, and the stereo speakers have so much bass, the whole tablet turns into a vibrator during action scenes. The performance is about as smooth as a dirt road, with apps taking their sweet time to open, but hey, at least it won't completely die on you while watching movies. Would I buy it? Maybe if you're cool with waiting a few extra seconds for apps to load, but want actually decent speakers and screen for your money. TCL Tab 10 and Nxtpaper 5G. Alright, this one's different. It's got this weird paper-like display that's actually pretty nice on the eyes, and the dual speakers somehow manage to pump out rich audio despite the tablet being thinner than my patience for bad tablets. The battery life is kind of meh at 6 hours and 25 minutes of video playback, but the 5G connectivity means you can stream your movies anywhere, as long as you're cool with Verizon being your only option. Would I buy it? Yes, because the unique display and good speakers make it perfect for binge watching. Just keep your charger handy. Lenovo Tab P12. Look, if you want a tablet that's basically a portable cinema, this thing's 12.7-inch screen with quad JBL speakers will make your Netflix sessions pretty sweet. The display gets bright enough for indoor use and handles colors well, though it might struggle a bit in darker scenes. But hey, at least you won't be watching this outside because the brightness isn't exactly stellar. Would I buy it? Yes, because that big screen and those loud speakers make it perfect for binge watching, even if the 60Hz refresh rate feels a bit 2015. Samsung Galaxy Tab S7 Lite. This little guy is like the budget warrior of tablets. It's got decent build quality and actually handles streaming pretty well, as long as you're not expecting OLED level blacks. The battery life is solid at around 13 hours, but damn, that display brightness is about as impressive as a candle in broad daylight. Would I buy it? Maybe if I'm really tight on cash and primarily watch stuff indoors, because while it's not winning any awards, it gets the job done without emptying your wallet. Xiaomi Pad 6. Now we're talking. This bad boy comes with a 144Hz refresh rate display that makes everything smooth as butter, and those Dolby Atmos quad speakers actually slap. The screen gets nice and bright at 550 nits, and it handles HDR content like a champ, though sometimes HDR playback can be a bit wonky on Netflix. Would I buy it? Yes, because it's basically the sweet spot between premium features and not having to sell a kidney. Amazon Fire HD 10. Alright, let's be real. This is the definition of you get what you pay for with its full HD display that's about as exciting as vanilla ice cream. The battery life is decent at around 12 hours, but the 60Hz refresh rate and dim display make it feel like you're watching movies through a slightly tinted window. Would I buy it? Maybe, because while it's not exactly mind-blowing, it's dirt cheap and perfectly fine for casual movie watching if you're not too picky. Lenovo Tab M9. Look, the display is decent enough for Netflix binges with its high-definition screen, but damn, this thing is slower than my grandma trying to use a smartphone. Apps take forever to load, and the touchscreen is about as responsive as a teenager being asked to do chores. The dual stereo speakers are surprisingly balanced for the price point, and reading mode actually makes it comfortable to use in bed, but that 10-watt charging means you'll grow a beard waiting for it to juice up. Would I buy it? No, life's too short to wait for apps to open. Samsung Galaxy Tab A9 Plus. This bad boy rocks a 90Hz refresh rate that makes everything buttery smooth, and the quad speakers actually sound decent enough to make movie watching pretty enjoyable. The LCD screen isn't gonna blow your mind with OLED level blacks hitting around 450 nits brightness, but hey, at least you won't have to sell a kidney to buy it. The Snapdragon 695 processor handles streaming apps like a champ, even if it occasionally stutters when multitasking. Would I buy it? Yes, it's basically the Honda Civic of tablets. Reliable, gets the job done, won't make you cry about the price. Alldocube, iPlay 60 Mini Pro. This little beast comes with a surprisingly sharp 8.4-inch screen that makes movies look fantastic, and the battery life is actually impressive enough to last through a Lord of the Rings marathon. The speakers are about as impressive as a kazoo concert, but slap on some headphones and you're golden. Plus, it's got dual SIM support if you're fancy like that. Would I buy it? Maybe duh. If you're cool with people asking you bought a what when they see your tablet. iPad 9th Gen, the grandpa of tablets, is still kicking with its A13 chip that handles streaming without breaking a sweat, and that 10.2-inch screen might not be the fanciest, but it gets bright enough to actually see what you're watching. Sure, it's still rocking that lightning port like it's 2015, but the 12-megapixel front camera with center stage means your video calls won't make you look like a potato. Would I buy it? Yes, it's like buying a Toyota. Boring, but it'll probably outlive your next relationship. Amazon Fire Max 11. The screen is pretty decent for movies with good colors and contrast, though it gets a bit whiny in bright light like a vampire at a tanning salon. The performance is actually snappy, unlike its cheaper siblings, and the battery lasts almost 8 hours of video playback, which means you can binge watch an entire season before hunting for a charger. Fire OS is still stuck in 2018 though, making this tablet feel like it's using Internet Explorer to stream Netflix. Would I buy it? Maybe. Decent for Prime Video addicts who don't mind being locked in Amazon's ecosystem. Huawei MatePad SE 11. This budget tablet handles movies surprisingly well with good color reproduction and contrast, plus the viewing angles are solid so you won't have to hold it like a statue while watching. The speakers are a bit hollow sounding though, like they're coming from inside a tin can. Battery life is pretty impressive, lasting to 3 days of moderate use, but the auto brightness has a mind of its own and likes to make everything darker than a cave at midnight. Would I buy it? No, the hollow speakers are a deal breaker for a movie watching tablet. Xiaomi Redmi Pad Pro. This thing rocks a massive 12.1-inch screen with 2.5K resolution and Dolby Vision that makes Netflix look damn good. Plus, it's got quad speakers that actually deliver some proper bass. The battery is an absolute unit at 10,000 milliamp hours, giving you 11 hours of screen time, though it takes its sweet time charging. The screen gets quite reflective in bright light, so maybe don't take it to the beach unless you want to use it as a mirror. Would I buy it? Yes, great screen, killer speakers, and battery life that won't quit. Lenovo Tab Plus. 8 JBL speakers on this bad boy make it sound better than some Bluetooth speakers, and it's got enough volume to fill a room without sounding like a broken boombox. The screen is bright enough for indoor use, but struggles outdoors like a vampire at high noon, and the 90Hz refresh rate keeps things smooth even though there are occasional hiccups. The built-in kickstand is actually useful, unlike those flimsy cases that fold like a house of cards. Would I buy it? Yes, those 8 speakers are no joke, making this the perfect Netflix machine. Redmi Pad SE. Let me tell you, this tablet is a damn good deal for movie watching. You get a big 11-inch screen with 90Hz refresh rate that makes everything buttery smooth. And the quad speakers with Dolby Atmos actually sound pretty impressive for the price. The 8,000 milliamp hour battery is a beast that'll keep you binge watching for over 14 hours, though the pathetically slow 10-watt charging means you'll be waiting forever to juice it back up. Would I buy it? Yes, it's a solid budget entertainment tablet that punches above its weight class for the price. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the budget tablets for watching movies for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description.